At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data in sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Burgers, fries, and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
The St. Pete Tide and the Brevard Bobcats are game 2 of this quadruple header. Both teams looking to get back into the win column. They suffered losses in very different ways. The St. Pete Tide only had 5 players last game, so obviously in a professional basketball game, 5 guys to try to go the full 48 minutes is hard to do. But the Brevard Bobcats are coming off a loss against Claremont, 105-92, in which they didn't have the second leading scorer in the FBA, Jace Hogan. So he's back today and looking to play. Alvin, your take on both of these teams as we're getting ready for gameplay.
Both teams, when they have a full roster, this is going to be a dynamic game. Both guys know how to score. Both guys know how to play solid defense, and they both make exciting plays. So with everyone playing to their best abilities, this is going to be a phenomenal game. And there's really no real person who has the edge right now, because when Bobcats are playing the way that they play, Jace Hogan getting his offensive boards the way he does and doing what he does on the defensive end, providing that leadership, everything makes sense for the Bobcats. However, on the Tide, when Sukup's playing the way he plays, Aaron Brooks is playing how he plays, and everyone just kind of follows suit, it's going to be a phenomenal game on both ends. Stay tuned for some highlight plays.
So, Jace Hogan being back, he's top 5 in scoring, he's top 5 in rebounding, he's top 10 in assists in the FBA. He's huge, and they really missed his presence the last time they played, and they only lost by 13. And you know, you have Jace Hogan, who's averaging around 35 points per game this season. The last game he had, he's coming off a 28-point double-double, averaging 35 points per game and 16 rebounds per game, and they missed their guy.
Definitely. And it's not even just to talk about what he does on the offensive end, the defensive end as well. He ties in the most steals per game with Lucius McKay. So he does a lot for their team. When he's not in the game, it hurts them bad. And for the Tide, you show up with 5 players, you're not going to win the basketball game. So it's very interesting to see how they will gel together in this game.
So St. Pete, obviously, with a lot more than 5 people in this game, but their leading scorer last time was Aaron Richards with 43 points, and he is back today and presumably starting again as well. So it's hard to coach 5 guys, but now they have a full bench, so Aaron Richards will get some more time to kind of lay off, but 43 points, it's no minor feat.
Not at all. 43 points in a game where you know you're playing the whole full minutes. You have to play offense and defense. Aaron Richards did his thing last game. Let's see what he does now.
So let's go down to the floor now for our starting lineups presented by Poly Wealth Management. And on the floor for the Brevard Bobcats. Darius Clark, Trey Thompson, Jace Hogan, Lucius McKay. And rounding out the starters, it's going to be Kevin Davis, who got a surprise first start last game, but put up 19 points. He came into that game averaging around 2.5 points per game, but then really lit it up, so he earned himself a start. On the other side, Anthony Brooks, Garfield Blair, Josh Shane, Sean Sukup, and Romeo Edwards. The ball is live, won by the Tide, and here they come. So a surprise no start for Aaron Richards. Pass left side, here's Brooks, double teamed. Outside, Josh Shane, the pump fake, back up top. A three on the way, good! Anthony Brooks to start off the game with a quick three-point shot. Averaging 22 points per game this season, had 26 in the last game he played. Obviously, he was not here in their last ball game. Pass down low, Trey Thompson will get a basket right back.
Immediate offense from both sides, moving the ball and getting great looks.
Romeo Edwards inside, Josh Shane, the pump fake. Cross court to the left, Garfield Blair for three. And Trey Thompson, a big rebound. This could be our game of the week.
Definitely. You see both guys playing phenomenally on the offensive end. It's just high intensity, high energy, taking efficient shots.
McKay clanks it off the left side. One thing I will say about the FBA, we're not the best at three-point shooting.
Not at all. It's not what we hang our hat on. As a league, definitely hang the hat on just tenacious effort and getting good looks, moving the ball in transition points. Free ball is not there yet.
Both of these teams shooting around 26% from beyond the arc. Edwards beyond the arc, good!
They missed Romeo Edwards for the past few weeks. Having him back is going to be huge for them because they do not have A.J. Williams.
5-2 game with 10.5 to play in the first. Clark inside, the give off down low to Thompson, and Thompson blocked underneath the basket, and Brooks takes that one away. He'll pass ahead. Romeo Edwards cutting baseline, right corner. Now surveying the floor. Sean Sukup cutting, and it's cut off by Darius Clark. Other side, McKay, right wing three. And that one's just off the front. And there's their guy, Jace Hogan, getting on the board for the first time in a couple weeks.
And that is what you miss with Jace Hogan. You see him get that offensive board, and he immediately goes back and pour his leadership into that offensive possession and tell these guys what needs to happen for them to win. That is what you miss when you miss Jace Hogan.
Foul on the floor. It's not a good foul to start off the game, right?
Definitely not. You don't want to give up a foul that easy, especially when they're so far away from the goal. He's not a threat to score from back there. You don't want to let off your fouls doing something like that.
Right corner three off the mark. Romeo Edwards, a big rebound. Bounce pass, Blair inside, one step in front of that left elbow. And McKay now going the other way. McKay, the good handles inside. Trey Thompson underneath, up with the left hand, and he makes the shot.
That was beautiful. Look at him stare down the bench. Great job by Thompson.
6-5 ball game. The Bobcats have their first lead. Shane. And a kick ball by the defense.
One thing about Shane's game is whenever he decides to get aggressive, it really throws the defense off because he's a pure point guard. He likes to facilitate. He doesn't necessarily look for his own shot. So whenever he gets aggressive and attacks the seam, the defense usually will collapse drastically because they're not expecting him to do that.
Edwards lining up that three, and that one dribbles out. Clark going the other way. The bounce pass to Hogan. A three on the way. And Sukup the rebound. Edwards right up front. In front of the pack, takes it up with his right hand.
Good job by Edwards. Definitely wanted to see him tear the rim off with that one. He has extreme bounce sitting on a 40-inch vertical.
Trey Thompson falling away. And Davis called for a travel.
Interesting call right there. But if the ball is going the correct way, that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
Look at that defense by Davis.
Works up top, Sukup. Blair for three. Good!
Blair's game is so smooth. Like, he doesn't seem like he's forcing the issue or doing anything like that, but his buckets come in bunches. Great three ball by Blair.
Three guys now on St. Pete have scored, and only two
And Darius
for the Bobcats.
Clark did phenomenal. He's coming off of a 22-point game in his last outing, and he did so whenever they needed him the most. So now he's definitely trying to push the issue even with his guys back.
Blair up top going right. Romeo Edwards. Brooks inside, spinning, using the backboard, no good. Sukup underneath, tangled up, and he traveled.
That is a phenomenal defensive possession by the Bobcats. You see the guys attack the seam and get exactly where they want to on the court. However, the Bobcats just swarm them and crowd them and do not allow them to get an easy look at the basket. Right there you see Sukup, after a couple of different offensive rebounds, he wasn't able to get that up and in. Caught him for the turnover.
Chase Hogan operating so well down from that left block.
Well-oiled machine.
Bobcats in a 3-on-2. The bounce pass to Davis down low, up with the left hand.
Wow. Look at that pass by McKay, a dime drop. He could have either kicked it to the corner or kicked it to the man cutting. Looked one way, dropped it the other way. Great job by McKay and good job by Davis, staying exactly where he needed to finish that one off.
We're all tied up at 10. Brooks down low, Romeo Edwards almost slammed that one home, but he couldn't get his second chance to go.
Oh, he got 40 inches on him for sure.
Thompson up with the left hand, he's fouled and gives off a yell for the and one.
These boys came to play. Thompson getting that and one up and in and letting everyone know about it. He's won MVP 3 times in his career in various leagues. Trey Thompson knows how to get buckets, and he did that right there.
A 13-10 game. Trey Thompson putting the team on his back to start off the first quarter. 6 minutes left to play. We'll be right back.
Fries and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
So Alvin, it's a 13-10 game. this is the game we thought it would be. The last game, obviously, a little bit drawn out, but this is right where we wanted to be.
And it's just going to show that these two teams are prepared. They're ready to play this game. They showed up ready to go. And you're witnessing the Bobcats do exactly what they want to do. They're getting interior looks. They're doing the things phenomenally well. They're shooting the ball well. On the other end, they're no slouch either. The Tide are moving the ball as well. They're getting into the seams. They're getting good looks. Both guys are playing correct game of basketball. They're moving the ball, and that's the key to this game. They're moving the ball and taking care of it well.
Let's go back down to the floor. Start back up on gameplay. 13-10 the score. Tied with the possession. Ball tapped out.
And this is a fun game to watch, sheerly because both teams are moving the basketball. It makes a huge difference when guys touch the ball because they hustle back on defense. They do little things like that. And right now, this is a great matchup with Jace Hogan.
Shane inside, the bounce pass down low. Goes out off of the Tide.
Anthony Brooks did not like where his guy gave him the ball at, letting him understand where he wants it.
Clark going left. And now here's the second leading scorer in the league. Right side, Davis for three. Hogan has that one knocked away by Blair. Here's the pass ahead to Edwards. Down low, another block by McKay. He got back in time. Hogan wants it. Hogan preparing, and Hogan slamming it home. Jace Hogan with 6 points as the Bobcats bench erupts.
Yes, sir. Jace Hogan understanding the assignment. You have to play above the rim in this game. He's seen shots get paraded off the backboard back to back.
Blair blocked by Hogan down low. Now Brooks, double team, tries to go underneath. Another block by Davis. Hogan going the other directions, got Trey Thompson down low. McKay, right side for three. And he just misses that one off the mark, and it goes out of bounds off the Bobcats. It's a 15-10 game with 4 minutes and 19 seconds to play in the first.
Wow. That was an incredible exchange of events on both sides of the court. You're seeing blocks on one end, then you come back, you think it's a layup. No, it's not. It's another block. And on the other hand, they get it back. Oh, you don't know what's going to happen. Jace Hogan elevates and throws it down. This is exactly what we wanted on a Sunday morning. Phenomenal job by both teams bringing the excitement early in this ball game.
So if you're just tuning in with us on a beautiful Sunday morning, like Alvin said, no rain, blue skies, as we're seeing it from here.
Inside the gym.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day to be inside. Blair, a pump fake, almost lost the handle of that one. Now he'll dribble left side and a shot clock violation.
And look at Jace Hogan letting everybody know he got clamped. Locked him up on that possession, forced the shot clock. That's what you want to build off of if you're the Bobcats.
Clark, dribbling left, has that one tapped away by Edwards. Edwards is going to rise and throw it down from over his head. And we knew he had bounce, but it's just miraculous every time he shows it off. He's got 6 points. It's a 15-12 game. The Brevard Bobcats are up by 3 and have possession. Hendricks down low. Thompson, Clark, and he's been off the mark all day from beyond the arc. Here comes a second chance for the Bobcats underneath. Hendricks couldn't get that one to fall, and it's off the Bobcats.
Wow. Solid possession for the Tide, understanding the assignment on that one. They're going to attack you and get you all the way to the interior. You can bend, but you can't break on that possession. They did not break. Phenomenal job once again.
Edwards going left, the bounce pass to the left block. Spinning, throwing it up with the left hand. Brooks missed it, and it was fouled.
Great patience on the block, understanding there was another guy there to help and double him if he spun the wrong direction. Kept his pivot foot, kept his patience, went up and got the foul.
Anthony Brooks shooting 70% on the free throw stripe. At 26 points in the last game he played in, was not here for the 5-man game. I think that's just what I'm going to refer to it as.
The 5-man game.
The 5-man game.
They did lose that game, but it doesn't necessarily count because you're missing your whole team. Like, you're literally just eligible to play. Any foul that was called, if anyone got fouled out, the game would have been over. So the fact that they even scored a lot of points is interesting to me.
Hendricks' right foot stepped out right before he hit that shot. A little bit of an unfortunate turn of events there.
Definitely. You want that shot to fall, but this is a good matchup as well.
Edwards to Sukup. Sukup to give off. Good ball movement there by the Tide. A block down low by Jace Hogan on Aaron Richards. Now Hogan pushing, tipped around. Sukup almost credited with a steal there. Thompson, one dribble in, down low, and Nesmith couldn't hang on to it.
Good look by Thompson. Just wasn't able to get that pass where he needed it, but that's a great look and phenomenal job on defense by Jace Hogan. That's his second block of the day in the first. Both teams really making it a point to play solid defense.
So the first game we saw today, a little more high scoring. This one, very low scoring here in the first period.
And that's coming from two teams.
Brooks a three in the face of Nesmith.
And that's coming from two teams that have above 100 points a game. Bobcats average 113 and the Tide average 111. So both teams know how to score. It's just that is how well defensively they're playing.
Nesmith a putback. Oh my, he rose up.
Let the bodies hit the floor afterwards. Nesmith really letting it all hang loose in this one. Elevating and getting that one up and in.
A minute 30 to play in the first.
Wow.
And Romeo Edwards couldn't get that one to fall with the right hand.
That was a gorgeous move. Just
Hendricks.
finish it.
Thompson going towards the basket. He's fouled in a shimmy as he goes to the line to shoot the and one.
It is so fun to watch Trey Thompson play the game of basketball. He just slides that up and in. It's so smooth. You don't think it's going in. You don't think he's going to hit the rim at all. He gets it, kisses it off the glass with the contact. Man, Trey Thompson's having himself a game.
Thompson completes the three-point play. He's got 10 points. 20-16 the score with a minute and 15 to play in the first.
And he's knocking his free throws down early in this game, 2 for 2, typically shooting about 39%. He's definitely been working on that one.
Brooks double teamed outside to Dominic Johnson. And now Richards lines up a three beyond the arc. Richards the putback. So Aaron Richards with his first 2 points at 43 in their last game. Nesmith down low, tipped away. Johnson pulls that one down ahead to Edwards. Edwards behind the back. He tried to get to Richards, and Richards was able to take that one and tapped out of bounds by the Tide.
Good job getting back by the Bobcats, and that's just sheer effort and will right there. Force Edwards, the high-flying Edwards, out of a dunk attempt on a fast break, tries to get the ball to his main man, and because of that defensive pressure, forced that one out.
30 seconds to play in the first. This is a good matchup. Hogan driving, turned over, shot clock is off. 20 seconds to go. Richards underneath with the reverse. Blair could not get that one to fall, and Edwards finally puts it through. Now 8 points for Romeo Edwards. 12 seconds left on the game clock in the first. Jace Hogan, far side, the bounce pass to Thompson with 5 seconds to go. Underneath, a travel. We are all tied up here. Wow,
This is a game. Seen him try to get that John Wall-esque, Michael Jordan-esque spin move. Took too many steps beforehand.
Blair, 2 seconds, throws up the shot, and we will end this first quarter tied up at 20. A defensive battle between two very good defensive teams.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
I got this. 20-20 the score. We are all tied up after 1 quarter of action.
And we are seeing two teams who have different dynamics, different identities come together and perform in a similar fashion. Both teams are making it a point to play phenomenal defense.
Sherrod Dean down low, getting involved in the mix. His first 2 of the game.
100% jinxed the tide on that one because that was a phenomenal cut by Dean, getting into the seam of the defense and getting that little cushion in that block area.
Edwards, the pump fake, and goes up with the left hand. That one ahead to Hogan. Hogan by himself! Jace Hogan with 8 points. His team leads by 4. And a foul on the ball, other side. The inbound to Shane. Now he'll throw it left to Johnson. Johnson steps back over McKay. Johnson, his first 2 of the game. He had 28 in that 5-man game, and that was his first FBA game of the season. So look for him to be big here in this one. His team trails by 2. McKay dancing inside on Johnson. Foul, made the shot.
Wow. Wow. I will get back to Dominic Johnson, but on this play right here, that was all about Lucius McKay. He danced with him a little bit, got to the lane, was very physical, and finished on top of the pressure. Lucius McKay definitely got the better of Dominic Johnson on this possession. But to spin back around on him, Dominic Johnson played a phenomenal game in his debut. He even had an instance where he displayed some of his leadership abilities, but Lucius McKay doing what he does.
Lucius McKay the steal. Hogan down low inside, doing so well from the restricted area. Jace Hogan now with 10 points. And we are in the second quarter of action, only a minute and a half into second quarter action at that. Hendricks the steal. He's looking ahead the other direction, ahead to Hogan. McKay's wide open, but Hogan can take it down low with the best of them. Hogan with 12 points and a timeout taken on the floor. The Brevard Bobcats running away with this one 30-22 with 10 minutes and 19 seconds to play in the second period.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
And to start this game, we were seeing a battle on both sides, and right now we just witnessed the Bobcats start to gain some momentum, utilizing that defense that they're so revered for. Lucius McKay figureheading that one, getting a couple steals, and right now we see that pressure work once again.
Hendricks with the steal. He'll go on the other side trying to take it coast to coast, and he does. Full speed right down the lane.
The St. Pete Tide have to find a way to break this press, because if they don't break this press, there's no way they can win this basketball game. They will throw this press at them for the remainder of this first half if they can't seem to break it.
Bobcats by 10. Edwards running the point up top. Shane looking right. Baseline take by Edwards, out to Richards. Richards the pump fake, and a shot clock violation. That's the second shot clock violation against the St. Pete Tide this ball game.
And that's just a testament to Brevard Bobcats defense. You see them pressure them early, forcing them the ball out of bounds. They trapped them even before they crossed the half court line. They trapped them, and then as soon as they were able to get the ball in, just stayed on them. Bobcats do a phenomenal job of getting steals, forcing turnovers, getting blocks, and getting defensive boards. And right there, you saw them put all of that together.
McKay inside to a cutting Hendricks. A beautiful give off. And McKay with his second assist of the game.
Great job distributing the ball correctly, getting everybody involved. That's the job of the point guard. McKay doing so great.
Up top, Romeo Edwards. The bounce pass into Brooks. They'll go through some traffic. Good ball movement here by St. Pete with 2 on the shot clock. And did they get a shot clock violation again? Yes, they did. Another shot clock violation. That's their 3rd of the game. We still have 9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
The Bobcats are just shutting them down. St. Pete's doing a great job of moving the ball around, but someone has to take a shot before the shot clock expires.
Jace Hogan, the fade away. No shooter's touch on that one.
And that were his bread and butter, those little 5-foot, 15 to 15-foot jumpers.
Garfield Blair slicing through the lane. Now with 5 points. 8.5 minutes to play in the second. A 10-point game. Lucius McKay up top.
Wow, if their 3 ball is falling, this is going to be a long day for the Tide. They have to now worry about their slashing and now their 3-point shots.
A foul on the floor before the shot. St. Pete struggling here, but here comes one of their leading scorers, A.J. Williams, who we haven't seen in a long time. Put up 33 in his last game. Romeo Edwards, a big block by Hendricks down low. Sherrod Dean, the pass left side. McKay left wing 3. And that one's off the front. McKay pulls down the rebound behind the back to Sherrod Dean, who puts it through. Alvin, you love it.
Wow, you gotta love it. If you're a basketball fan, you absolutely love the effort on the defensive end, transitioning that and getting a behind the back dump off. Man, the Bobcats are playing well.
Williams' first shot back in the FBA is an air ball. It went off the head of Dean. That looked like it hurt. Watch out.
You got some hair over there, some cushion.
Edwards drifting towards the left, up and good.
That is a nice shot by Edwards. He understands it too.
39-27 game. Pass down low. Nesmith couldn't hold on to it. And a turnover. A.J. Williams with the steal. Williams full speed trying to go coast to coast. Couldn't lay it in. And a foul from the back.
Love to see A.J. push the pace. Hasn't played with this group of guys in a while, so trying to get himself involved early so he could really get immersed in this game and start doing what he does best. A.J. Williams is a leader for this team. He is coming off of a 33-point game, but that was a few moons ago. Typically averaging about 26 points per game and 10 rebounds. So he does a lot for them offensively and defensively. As you can see, handles the rock a little bit as well. So you definitely want your guy, A.J., to be involved.
Williams, who hasn't seen the FBA floor in some time, has not made a basket.
Smoked both free throws. That doesn't happen. He's typically shooting about 70% from the stripe. That's what you want to see him get back to.
McKay, the hesitation, step back. And Romeo Edwards will be fouled going the other direction.
And that's a very, very high IQ play by the Bobcats, because A.J. Williams was running like Tad Johnson on a go route for all my football fans. He was leaking and streaking, and they did a great job to foul Romeo Edwards before he could throw that up and let A.J. Williams get involved on a highlight play.
Williams is fouled and now goes to the line to shoot one after making the shot.
He was going to get involved one way or the other. Great job by A.J. battling contact, levitating in the air, moving that rock around, getting it up and in. Let's see if he can knock down this free throw to get three to his man.
No, he is not great from the free throw line so far today. 39-29, a 10-point lead for the Bobcats as we go in to our media timeout. Under 7 minutes to play in the second. A lot more FBA basketball on the way.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
And this is interesting. We're seeing the Bobcats go on a nice little run, but the Tide have other things to say. You're seeing A.J. Williams come in and start to throw his weight around. Let's see how much weight he can really carry.
Nesmith, a nice little finger roll up at the rim.
That was a beautiful take by Nesmith.
Dorian Nesmith with 4 points. Ball tapped out of bounds off the foot of Trey Thompson.
"16 seconds on this shot clock." You have to wonder if they realize it's that low too.
Blair, the air ball. Oh man, Trey Thompson giving him the smoke.
A little bit of airmail, he wants that going to his house.
Nesmith. Shaq Seville operating down low with the left hand.
Love to see Big Shaq on the block, spinning and winning on that possession. Good job getting that up and in.
Blair inside, quick pass left. Edwards off the top side of the backboard.
Playoff P. Pandemic P, actually.
Alvin, I know you were a guard when you played basketball, but you do show a lot of love for the big guys down low. Shaq Seville smoked that one. Turns around.
Smoked it again.
And he couldn't get the second one to fall either. Williams going the other way, passes ahead to Edwards, and now Edwards slows it down a little bit.
Every guard knows that you have to show love to your big fellas because they make the game easy for you. By setting solid screens, moving around, getting the rock, and just being there, being a presence to draw the defense in, being a nice safe dump off, you have to utilize your bigs correctly.
St. Pete is in the bonus. So now they get shots the rest of the quarter. 5 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the period. Williams not seeing the ball fall well from the free throw line today.
That is definitely interesting. He shoots 70% on the year, and right now he's 0 for 4.
How about 0 for 5?
Wow. Did not think we would see that from him.
McKay, other side with a screen from Shaq Seville. A shot up for mid-range, no good. And Seville, the big man, down low now with 4 points.
Nice, sure hands.
Williams slowing it down out beyond the arc. Now a pass up top to Edwards. Josh Shane wide open 3. Good!
Love to see Josh Shane let that thing fly. Doesn't like to shoot it a whole bunch. Really likes to pass the ball and facilitate. Right there being the beneficiary of someone else's facilitating.
Ooh. Nesmith to give up. Davis up with the left hand. Got it. Davis with 4 points. He was the surprise starter both this game and last game.
And Davis had...
There's a shot made right up top. Josh Shane.
Davis has had himself a game last game. He really showed up and showed out, had 19 points, and liked to show off that vertical every chance he had. Very smart foul. If it's not a clear pass. They're probably discussing a clear path because there was no Brevard players that were back when he initiated that foul. However, it's a smart play if they don't call it a clear path because then you don't allow Romeo Edwards to throw down a tomahawk or a windmill that's going to get his team really up and going. So, smart foul. Let's see what they call.
David Ruiz-Calderon.
Clear pass foul on blue 0. Give me 2 shots in the ball for that.
That hurts.
I was going to say, you hate to see that.
But it's going to give AJ a chance to get himself going. And for the Bobcats, you hope he smokes both of these.
He had to hit one at some point.
Definitely. There's no way he was going to go 0 for anything more than 5.
Our officials for this game from Right Call Officials, David Ruiz-Calderon, who is the crew chief. Wearing number 11, joined by Reggie Bushner, number 25, and as always, Mike Rivera, wearing number 34.
The Tide are extremely happy right now because A.J. Williams just checked into the game. He finally got on the board from the free throw line, and now he's back to doing what he does.
Josh Shane rising from the left elbow. He made the shot and drew the foul.
How about Shane on this possession? You see him start to let it fly early on in this game, and now he throws up that sweet chocolate floater way up high, and it drops in. Plus the contact, Josh Shane is going to have himself a career game if he keeps playing like this.
So free throws are the key this game for St. Pete. They already missed 8 of them, and, well, they trail by 8. 47-39 the score. Here's Jace Hogan, the pass down low. Davis, he's going to get called for a travel.
And it did not matter if he got called for a travel or not. About 4 or 5 those Tide players got their hand on that ball. There was no way that was going in. And on that possession, Romeo Edwards is looking at the ref, but he needs to be looking at his teammates. Shaq Seville set a dynamic screen. Just
Anthony Brooks on the catch and shoot from the left corner.
just leveling him on that last play. He did a phenomenal job of guarding Jace Hogan well beyond the arc, but they have to let him know there's a screen coming.
Ball tipped away and off of Brevard.
How about this game, Jesse? This is a just complete 180 from our last game. We're witnessing high IQ plays, dynamic, above the rim play. This is just phenomenal. We're only one half in.
Almost. Under 3 minutes to play in the second. Edwards going left side. Guarded by Davis. He'll get in, go up with the right hand. Trey Thompson a rebound, and he will run it. Thompson full steam ahead to Davis, and the finger roll was nowhere close to the rim. Edwards to Williams, spinning, fading, and Thompson another rebound.
Beautiful move. Couldn't get the finish.
And look at Darius Clark. He was cutting towards the basket, was wide open. Jace Hogan just didn't see him down low. Sherrod Dean off the mark on the right side, and Anthony Brooks will run the floor now after getting the rebound. Pulls up right up top. Got his own rebound. Up with the finger roll. And kisses the rim. And a timeout needs to be taken on the floor. Anthony Brooks with 12 points. And now we're back to only a 3-point lead for the Brevard Bobcats here with 2 minutes to play in the second.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's L's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
And coming out of this last timeout, Anthony Brooks had a phenomenal take. And that's just been what the Tide's been doing, taking it into the teeth of the Brevard Bobcats defense, and you are seeing them go on a nice little run.
Once Romeo Edwards knows how to jump, he can leap from over 5 feet out. Other side, Clark, no good on that one. Now here comes the fast break. Edwards will slow things down. Steps back. Look at that effort. Williams fighting for the rebound on the floor. And Davis finally pulls it away and gives it over to his outlet in Thompson. Here's the big man down low. And Hogan will finish that one up.
And that's a good job by Brevard handling that pressure.
Josh Shane is on fire from beyond the arc. That's his third three-pointer.
Wow, you need Josh Shane to be aggressive if you're the Tide. We did not know he could shoot the basketball that well.
We're all tied up at 49. And we wouldn't have it any other way for a Sunday game of the week. And it's only game 2. We have 2 more games coming up after this. And they feature 2 of the top teams in the league. A takedown to the rim with the left hand. Davis making the shot. And now has a chance to put his team up by 3 again.
Great job by Davis on that attack to the basket. But one thing that concerns me about this Brevard team right now is there's a lot of guys who stood up and performed in their last outing. You have Clark, who's shown up, had a great game, and Davis, who's shown up, who had a great game. But typically, they weren't as involved offensively throughout this season. So now, trying to manage Jace Hogan's offensive production versus their offensive production, how can they manage all three of those guys and make it a cohesive offensive unit?
Josh Shane, the little flip in from the right side. Shane now with 12 points. There's a steal. Romeo Edwards with under 20 to go. He gives it up to A.J. Williams, who's now got 5 points. 15 seconds to play in the second quarter. Here's Hogan, other side. St. Pete has their first lead since the first quarter. Clark down low. Davis up with the left hand with 7.4. We're all tied up again. 5 seconds to go as the ball's tipped out of bounds, and the Bobcats will get this one back. Presumably will get the last shot of the quarter. So Davis will take it out from the far side. It's Hogan, Thompson, Sherrod Dean, the quick inbounds from Clark, and Davis as that ball rolls out. 1.6 to play in the second quarter. So you inbound the ball quickly and you get a shot off, and maybe you can go out of the half with a lead. From the left side of the basket, Clark underneath, tapped out. 0.2 seconds come off the game clock.
Got to have some type of action going towards the rim.
The inbound, Hogan got it off in time, but missed the shot. So we're all tied up at 53 apiece. This game is boiling down to all we thought it would be. They were tied after the first quarter, and now through 2 quarters of action, we are all synced up at 53. Stick with us. You do not want to miss the second half of this ball game, and we got 2 more games coming up right after. This is the FBA on YouTube and Facebook Live, presented by Poly Wealth Management.
Where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends.
I want the keto.
I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go!
Here you go, boys. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
We're all tied up after 2 quarters of action. Jesse O, Alvin Delvey, and Alvin, you got a chance to talk to both coaches at the half. What did they tell you?
So for Coach Miller and the Bobcats, they really believe that they need to do a better job of matching the intensity of the Tide. Whenever the Tide goes up in intensity, he believes that his team drops down in intensity. So he believes they need to do a better job of that, and that's going to be able to happen if they do a better job of moving the ball around, getting everybody involved, and making sure they're playing team-first basketball instead of some of the ISO situations that we've seen them do in their droughts on the offensive end. And on the other side, they just believe that if they continue to let their stars shine, getting guys like AG involved, getting guys like Romeo Edwards involved, and letting them really facilitate on the court and make smart decisions and use that decision-making to go back on defense and continue to play how they've been playing, that they can win this ball game.
Let's go back down to the floor now for third quarter action. Brevard with the first possession. McKay to start off the third quarter, hits a 3. Now, one thing that's interesting to note is Lucius McKay and Shaq Seville both have 3 personal fouls already. They've got to be careful coming out here in the third quarter. Down low, Garfield Blair misses the first one he takes, and Hogan pulls down the rebound. He'll throw it ahead. Romeo Edwards cuts it off. Edwards looking ahead, throwing it to the right. And that one tapped out of bounds.
And to go back onto that play by Blair, the real hero on that was Kevin Davis, coming from the weak side block as a guard. 5'9" guard out of Atlanta comes over and jumps up vertical, forcing him to miss that shot. Kevin Davis was the hero on that last possession. Unfortunately, not on this one as he draws the foul.
Shane fouled. He goes to the line and shoots. He's already got 12 points. Second leading scorer in the game, and that's well past his 2 points that he had in the previous game that he played. He was not in the 5-man game.
And one thing,
what else am I going to call it, you know?
That's the perfect way to tag that game, because it was very uncharacteristic. You can't necessarily win a basketball game if you don't have a substitute. Like, they have no substitutes. But Shane has shot more in this game than I think he shot in all of his previous games combined. I wonder what was in his water this morning.
He's got his own secret stuff. Davis up with the left hand. Davis so good operating within that 5-foot range between himself and the basket. And now has 10 points. Had 19 in his surprise start last time.
Look at the defense he's playing with. Look at him, his pressure.
Davis trying to create a steal. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Shane spinning, throws it down low. And that is the 4th shot clock violation this game for St. Pete.
Another defensive masterpiece painted by none other than Brevard Bobcats, doing exactly what they needed to do, and it was started off by Kevin Davis' relentless defense well beyond the arc on Romeo Edwards. It is only a 3-point game to start this second half. Neither team has been able to find the advantage. And looking at their stats as a unit, they match up evenly on paper. So they match up on paper, they match up Joe for Joe. The only real discrepancy is going to be who can outcoach the other team, who's going to be the best coach in this situation, and who's going to be the one who's going to create the confidence in their guy to make that big play.
McKay the pump fake down left side. Hogan stepped out of bounds. That is tough.
However, it is just one possession on the long game that is basketball. There's so much opportunities to make mistakes, and there's so much more opportunities to turn a mistake into a big play that'll just revolutionize your effort and give your guys confidence in you and the schematics that you brought to the table.
Shane to Brooks down low on the right side. Almost lost that one. Brooks fouled.
Brooks has a very deceptive dribble. He likes to throw it in front of you and make you think that you can grab it just from the tap it and get you half a step off balance. And that's what he utilizes to get his long arm to get to the basket so easily. It makes it look so effortless. Very deceptive dribble by Brooks.
Josh Shane, a nice little flick of the wrist from the left side mid-range.
Josh Shane is unstoppable this game. There is absolutely no way anyone believed he was going to have a game like he's having right now. And he is pouring it on.
McKay up top, 10 seconds in the shot clock. Screen from Hogan, left side. Nesmith, charge.
Dorian cannot believe the call.
It's a 1-point game. 9.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. So here comes St. Pete going the other direction.
And this is the opportunity the St. Pete Tide has been waiting for. Brevard has started to slack on offense, not necessarily getting what they want. Definitely cooling off, and this is the opportunity for the Tide to utilize Josh Shane's ability to get open looks for himself and his guys to go on another run that can give them a slight advantage.
Clark going to the right. Nesmith inside! Tried to raise himself up and he planked it off the back of the rim. Sean Sukup, the pass ahead to Williams. He'll pull up from the right elbow.
That's a good shot. Just wanted to fall.
McKay's got to watch Edwards trailing from behind, but he is fouled before anything can happen.
One thing about McKay, he understands angles and he understands pace. He does a phenomenal job of pushing the pace, utilizing different angles to make sure he gets you on his back. Nice double clutch, tried to get it up and then wasn't able to, but he got himself a nice little trip to the free throw line.
He almost had a lucky bounce in.
Bounce all the way around the rim except in.
You think about it, circumference of a basketball rim in the diameter, not terribly big.
Nope. Compared to
all
the
things
rim.
considered, yeah. McKay with 9 points. Shane, Sukup for 3, the big man. Here's Clark going the other direction. Trey Thompson saves that one from going out. And a travel. So Johnson checking in for Anthony Brooks.
Brooks a little banged up. He looks like he banged knees. And for all you athletes out there, you know, a little bang of the knee unexpectedly is, that's going to take down a lion.
Johnson getting around Clark, inside up with a reverse. Grabs his own rebound. Shane. Johnson, good ball movement. Shane going left side, inside, and it's taken away by McKay. McKay looking ahead, the pass to Davis, down low, left block. Clark banks it home.
Just love the ball movement from both of these teams.
That's Darius Clark's first basket of the ball game. Chase Hogan out on the floor directing traffic. There's a Jacksonville University Dolphin. You got to play D1 basketball.
College. Definitely, and you see that displayed in his leadership abilities as well. There's no situation that he seems too uncomfortable, because when you get to that level, whether it be basketball, football, track, baseball, whatever sport, soccer, it doesn't matter. When you get to that level, the main objective of training camp is to make you comfortable in uncomfortable situations. so that when life throws things at you, you understand what to do in those situations. You're never phased, and he's doing a great job of that in this ball game.
The inbound from Richards to Williams. Now Williams going full speed, other direction. One-on-one, Josh Shane, Dominic Johnson underneath. Strong player as Sukup pulls down the rebound and is fouled.
Very strong guy. He has a strong personality as well. As you can see, very expressive. Was able to get an offensive board amongst the trees, just wasn't able to finish it.
The step back from Richards, off the mark.
That's great harassment by Sean Sukup. Trey Thompson got his hands on that board and was just harassed. And that's what Sukup brings to the table. He leads the team in steals per game, and his role is literally to not necessarily stir the pot, but create issues on their offensive end. Be just a menace on the defensive end.
McKay checking out in foul trouble. So Byron Thompson Jr. comes in, and he's got the tough task of guarding Aaron Richards. Richards double teamed in the corner, ball knocked away. Jace Hogan recovers. So here's Hogan getting through traffic. Thompson down low, spinning in on Sukup, using the backboard to his advantage. Trey Thompson with 12 points. His team's up 63-57 with 7.5 to play in the third.
Trey Thompson lifts weights. That was a big boy move, strong finish.
Sukup out beyond the arc. A bullet to Josh Shane up top. Now Shane on Davis. It's a good matchup. Johnson out beyond the arc, 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and it goes out of bounds with 1 second on the shot clock off of Brevard.
This is looking like it's going to be their 5th, you heard that correctly, 5th shot clock violation with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Bobcats have done a phenomenal job defensively.
The inbound from Richards. And a shot clock violation. Wow. How do you like that, Jerry? 5 shot clock violations. Oh, Jerry actually doesn't like it. Never mind. Under 7 minutes to play in the third. Ball tipped around. Williams hit it last. Davis up top, stolen by Sukup. Sukup with quite a few steals already this season, down low, and Richards puts it through.
Just what the doctor ordered.
4-point game. Thompson fouled on the floor. It's a blocking foul. 6.5 to play in the third.
Good job just attacking. Both teams have just been in attack mode from tip-off.
Clark picks up his dribble, guarded by Johnson. Now here's Trey Thompson inside, up with the right hand. Ball tipped around and off of St. Pete. Now another fresh shot clock for Brevard. Theoretically, you could just do that same sequence over and over again for the rest of the game and you'd win.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Like a broken record.
Yeah, weird thought. Thompson, the bounce pass, stolen by A.J. Williams.
And that's just a great job by A.J. Williams, recognizing where the next pass is going to be. And from there, shooting the gap. And when he shot the gap, created a turnover.
Johnson for three. Boom!
That is a perfect shot for Dominic Johnson. Nice way to get involved early in the second half.
Davis to the outside. The pass out to Johnson. Johnson up, and Williams slamming it through. A.J. Williams with 7 points now, as St. Pete takes their first lead in the third quarter.
They are like that. Dominic Johnson throwing that off the glass and A.J. Williams going up to get it. That's exactly what you want to see in the game of the week.
A.J. Williams couldn't quite hang on to that one. Gets his own rebound and is fouled the second time he puts up a shot.
He is a monster. That's exactly what you want to see your star do if you're the Tide. You see him get a nice alley off the glass, and now he's activated. He missed a couple. He wasn't able to corral it as cleanly as he would have wanted to, so it wasn't a breakaway dunk. Misses the layup, gets the board. Misses, gets again. He's relentless on the offensive glass, and now he's getting rewarded with 2 shots at the line.
Williams' first one is up and good. He's shooting a little bit better from the free throw stripe. His team leads by 3.
He just had to get those misses out of his system.
Clark off balance. And Brooks going the other direction. Brooks straight away. Got it.
That's the shooter's roll right there.
St. Pete by 6. And MJ Miller for the Brevard Bobcats is going to have to call a timeout. 69-63 with under 5 minutes to play in the third. This game is going to be a close one.
Burgers, fries, and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
And right now, Coach Miller has to find a way to will his guys and scheme his guys to victory. The Tide has just been running out, getting steals and turning those steals into points. That has to be rectified immediately. Third quarter is the money quarter.
Trey Thompson double teamed, in trouble right across the half court stripe. Sherrod Dean is going to bail him out. Right side, inside, and Trey Thompson will put it through. The lead cut back to 4 for St. Pete.
Just like the coach drew it up. Get out of a double team and find a wide open guy on the block.
Johnson trying to get his own rebound. Dean takes that one away. Hogan right ahead, left side from the left block. And Sherrod Dean, that's the shot that they needed to fall. He made it and drew the foul.
Interesting by Jace Hogan. You're outnumbered 3-1 on that break, but he sees his guys, he trusts his guys to trail even if he misses it. And right there, Sherrod Dean just does it all. Gets the board put back, gets the and one opportunity.
And just like that, Jace Hogan will put that one through. We are all tied back up at 69.
That's a nice swing for you.
Jace Hogan with 16.
Look at Trey Thompson getting his guys involved.
Brooks up top. Richards off the mark on the 3. And Sukup, a big rebound there. Richards.
Jesse, another shot clock violation. And that was off the hands of Sherrod Dean. because he got to the basket, tried to flip it up and in, but Sherrod Dean sent that back to the rafters. Great defensive possession once again.
Brevard has the lead by 2. Hogan, the fadeaway.
Look at the handle.
Thompson creating the steal. Clark coming to a halt. Free throw line extended.
Beautiful basketball by Brevard. That timeout was exactly what they needed. Look at how they're playing when they come out of that. Trey Thompson picking the pocket of Anthony Brooks, and then Clark going down on the other end and knock down the jump shot.
Brooks to bring the lead back within 2.
And this is what you get when you tune into NBA basketball. Tit for tat game. Anthony Brooks makes a mistake on one end, goes back the next play, and gets 2 points to fall.
You love you some NBA basketball, Alvin.
Who doesn't? You get games like this, back and forth action.
Sherrod Dean for 3. Ball tipped around. Out off of Brevard.
And that's just good hustle.
(73-71) with 2:44 to play in the third. There's no way it can be tied up after 3 quarters, is there? You're tied after the first, or you're tied after the second. Maybe this is the one. Shane, the little floater. And Thompson pulls it down from the left block. Hogan, right wing, pulling up for 3. Romeo Edwards going the other direction. 2:15 to play. Garfield Bear lining himself up. And Hogan now going fast the other direction. Good handles there. Hogan with the left hand, and he couldn't make the final. Left side, Anthony Brooks for 3. And that one just rims out.
So now we're starting to see a lid get efficiently put on the basket.
Dean going coast to coast, up with the flip.
Nice gliding action through the air. Dean giving them a 4-point cushion, and you want to see him tack on more.
Brooks. Thompson Jr. to Thompson, cutting, and he couldn't get that one to fall. Foul on the floor. That'll mean shots. St. Pete again in the bonus. So Brevard playing a handsy game today.
Definitely, and that's just, it's hard to play very stout defense without getting some fouls called on you. Because it's a mindset, it's a mentality that you play with in order to play good defense. Because you have to understand that your thought process going into a game, knowing it's defensive, is that you are going to lock that man up. You're not letting him do anything he wants to do, and that means you're reaching. Because if you see the ball there, you have to shoot. It's all instinctive if you're playing a great defensive game. And you're physical, because the game of basketball is physical. So you're going to be banging with guys, running through screens, boxing out aggressively. And it's hard to just tune that out on certain plays. So you're definitely going to get some fouls caught on you. And that's why they always give you that 3 rule. You got to get at least 3 fouls if you're playing stout defense.
Thompson Jr. up top. Clark, a pump fake, spinning. And an air ball down low off the hands of Seville Last.
At least he took responsibility for that airmail. Good move, though. Great defensive possession on that one by Clark, cutting him off.
2-3 zone defense by the Bobcats. Shane hits the 3.
Shane is playing out of his mind.
We've never seen a game like this from him before, but now a 1-point lead. St. Pete up 76-75. Under a minute to play in the third. Clark dribbling right, going up, and that one just rims out. So here's Blair, slowing things down as he brings it across the half-court line. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Blair inside, throws it left. Romeo Edwards beyond the arc. Good! Under 20 seconds to play. Shane the steal. He'll throw it up, and Edwards almost had a chance of jamming that one home with the right hand.
Wow,
Jerry wanted that to happen.
The world wanted that to happen.
79-75, a 4-point lead for St. Pete. And now we'll take a second to wipe up the floor. Josh Shane, only 2 points in the last game he played. And now has 21. This is his season high. He is easily the leading scorer in the ball game. But, you know, he's a guy that, even though he had 2 points last game, in previous games, he was shooting 40% from the field, now 17% from beyond the arc. So, you know, him making a couple threes today helps his case there. But still, 40% from the field being, you know, a 5'10" guard.
And I believe his three-point shot has struggled just purely because he doesn't get himself involved early in the game. His shots come later in the game after he has been cold and really hasn't shot it the whole day.
Clark going right. The pump fake by Thompson. 1 second to go. He lets it go, and it's not good. 79-75. So the first 2 quarters, at the end of those, we were all tied up. And now St. Pete with their first lead going out of a quarter. They lead by 4 going into the fourth.
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends.
I want the keto.
I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go!
Here you go, boy. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
It's the last quarter of action, and not, as you would say, Alvin, the money quarter, but this is where wins become losses and losses become wins. Josh Shane off the mark on that one. The football pass ahead to McKay. McKay pulling up beyond the arc, and he was well to the right on that three.
And he's taking ownership for that, because that's some Curry-esque style basketball. To see that you have nobody in the paint and to stop and pop from Trey, that is takes a lot of confidence, but was not well received by the rim. What a move.
Edwards into the lane, and Williams putting it through, a 6-point lead.
What a move by Edwards, freezing the defender and then using that quickness to get to where he wants. No look dime drop to AJ, and you guys know the rest. Phenomenal offensive possession by the Tide.
Dean just has that one rim out. Williams, other end of the floor. Sherrod Dean trying to put a stop to his tricks, and he can't.
Just great patience. That was what patience looks like.
A turnover. Blair the steal. Blair a three. And an air ball. Off of Brevard last.
Great hustle by Shane. Being relentless on that last possession. Giving them another opportunity with 16 seconds left to make something happen.
Here comes the inbound to Blair. He stands right up top, now dribbles left, inside, Edwards.
Thompson dribbled that off of Lucius's head.
On the floor, there's Nesmith. And a timeout taken by Coach MJ Miller. 83-75 with 10.5 minutes to play in the fourth. Still a close ball game here. Brevard struggling to hang on for any life that they could find.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
(83-75) the score with 10.5 minutes to play in the fourth. St. Pete coming out on the floor with Edwards, Williams, Blair, Shane, and Brooks. And for the Brevard Bobcats, it's Hogan, McKay, Nesmith, Thompson, and Sherrod Dean. Nesmith inside, tipped away.
Forgot the basketball.
Edwards spinning into Shane. Shane, a few pump fakes. And that one will be taken away by Brevard. Hogan, other side, has McKay open, cutting towards the right corner. And it goes out of bounds off of St. Pete.
So for St. Pete, just too much passing and too careless with the basketball in tight parameters. While the spacing on the court wasn't there on that last turnover they had.
Bad inbounds. And now St. Pete with a steal and a foul. So tension starting to flare here on the floor. Does it seem like Brevard's in desperation mode right now?
It seems like it, but they don't have to be. Because if you just start turning your defensive possessions that you do good on, you force a turnover, you force a shot clock violation. If you just turn that into points, you're in very good hands. Like right here, phenomenal play. Now, get into a set, get a good look at the basket, and hustle on the offensive boards, attack the glass, get something going, you get points here, you do it again. And you just keep doing it, keep doing it. You're not in bad shape here at all.
9 minutes 45 to play on the clock. And an 8-point lead for St. Pete. They've led towards the end of the third quarter and all the way through this fourth quarter so far. And like I, kind of kept saying, Brevard's got to be more spatially aware of who's open on the floor. I mean, a lot of times, the ball might be on one side of the lane and someone's cutting into the corner wide open, and why do you think they're not seeing it?
Cross-court passing is definitely one of the harder things to do, and that's why when you see guys complete it successfully, it's something to be revered and celebrated, because that is definitely one thing that they're paying attention to right now. Jace Hogan is open on the other end, but Lucius McKay does not see that, and he's keeping it on the other side of the court.
Thompson dribbling in and another turnover by Brevard. Brooks, left corner. Brooks getting inside, up with the finger roll. The scoop is good.
St. Pete just has some guys offensively that are just gifted. That was a gifted play by Anthony Brooks. And right now, it seems like the Bobcats are beating themselves and the Tide are not making any mistakes.
10-point game. Brooks right up top. Off the mark. Williams can't put that one through, and his third chance is good.
Like, even on a seemingly bad shot, airballs it. You see the outstretched hand of A.J. Williams and gets it up and in. Even a mistake is still 2 points for the Tide.
Hogan hacked under the basket.
So for the Bobcats, they have to find a way to stop this onslaught by the Tide and just regain confidence in what they're doing and get back to the basics, get back to what they were doing in the first half, which ultimately yielded them 53 points. They scored the ball well in the first half, so they have to get back to doing those things, do a little bit of adjustments, because the Tide obviously adjusted to what they've done. Now they have to find a way to get back to moving the basketball, getting their guys good shots, and ultimately relying on their stars.
Hogan from the free throw stripe this season, 80% clip. Yep, makes sense. 18 points for Jace Hogan, who's averaging 35 points per game this season. He's got 18 in this ball game. The timeout taken on the floor. 8:49 to play in the fourth, a 10-point game.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox, it's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
That was a very smart timeout call by Coach M.J. Miller, understanding what they need to be done in this game in order for them to win it.
McKay, good on the three.
And now you're going to see them use that full court press, and it seems like they're going to double as soon as they get past half court. Anthony Brooks wants the ISO.
8.5 to play in the fourth, a 7-point game. Blair pulling himself back out beyond the arc, now dribbling past Thompson, throws it left. Brooks the pump fake, got Nesmith to bite from the left elbow. No good, and Blair pulls that one down, stolen away by McKay. Thompson, other side, taking it in with the right hand.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered. You need your guys to get steals defensively and push it and score offensively. Now they bring themselves to a 5-point deficit.
Tied by 5. Blair had that one almost taken away by McKay, but it goes out off the sideline.
This is the Brevard swarm we're used to seeing on the defensive end.
Blair drifting left, now right up top for 3, and that one will clank off the back. McKay, the pass ahead. Hogan, a pump fake, dribbling in on Blair, and Blair tips that one away. Hogan a little frustrated. Blair, an offensive foul.
Look at Lucius McKay.
And Blair will be teched up.
Just a dynamic display by Lucius McKay. This run that we're watching right now has all started on the effort of Lucius McKay. If you remember a couple possessions ago, he got that steal on the bottom end, was trying to toe the line, call the timeout. Immediately he sparks and shoots a 3, and now they're just rolling. He draws a charge at nearly three-quarter court, and which is just pure placement, pure will, pure desire and passion. Lucius McKay is currently willing his team to get back on top.
Here comes David Ruiz Calderon.
Got an offensive foul on white 8, followed by a technical foul on white 8.
Chase Hogan flanking the free throw off the front side. And how often do we talk about late game free throws, Alvin? And that free throws, the easiest shot in the game, are what win you ball games.
Probably too many
times,
count. Yeah, too many to count, because when it comes to free throws, it's something the game is built around who can get the easiest shots in the game. You want to get layups, you want to get corner threes, you want to get easy looks. A free throw, there's no one guarding you. There's no one there. It's just you and the rim in 10 seconds, unless you're Giannis. Then, you know, however many seconds you
16.
want. But outside of that, you have to shoot your free throws well. And right now, we're seeing Brevard go on a nice little run. You just want to see if this run is going to get them back to the 87 points in the game. You want to see them tie it up on this surge they're going on.
Williams takes that one away, loses handle of it, tipped around on the floor. Thompson pulls it away, and Thompson is fouled.
Great effort by the Bobcats. They're going to win this game off sheer effort.
It's a 5-point game as Thompson gets to go to the line. Critical free throws, Alvin.
Fourth quarter, you're down 5. You just need to make your free throws. You need to make everything that you get. Every opportunity has to turn into a bucket.
They're shooting 64% as a team from the free throw stripe.
Definitely want to get to the 70% range, and he smoked both of them. That may prove huge later on in this game.
Brooks up top, gets a screen from Sukup, now goes right, dribbling in hard, fouled on the floor.
Yeah, there's that deceptive dribble again. Anthony Brooks is a very patient ball handler, and getting him in and out of screens is going to be really hard because he knows how to put you in situations you don't want to be in.
Thompson Jr. on Williams, good ball movement. Shane to Brooks. And now the bounce pass into Williams, and Williams goes right side and makes the layup.
Very fundamental move by Williams. Nice wraparound step, getting it up and in, utilizing that sheer strength advantage he had on that one.
McKay turning the corner, lost handle of it. Williams might have pulled it away, and a jump ball called on the floor. That's the right call.
Definitely the right call. Both guys had their hands on the ball. But one side has a clear advantage on this jump ball situation. If you're the Bobcats, you're kind of expecting Williams to get it and just anticipating where he's going to tap it to, and you try to jump that, see if you can steal a possession.
Stay tuned. The Winter Park Storm and the Pride are up next, and then our Sunday night game, the Florida Flight and the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. Last game of the day. Shane, who was on fire earlier. Williams, the rebound, had that one knocked down and out of bounds by Brevard.
And that's just sheer want to. A.J. Williams running the full length of the court to get that board. Got rewarded with a foul.
Shane underneath. The floater is good.
It's still raining and pouring in Shanesville.
Spin by Clark, blocked by Sukup. And Clark has that one taken away by Williams. Here's Brooks. Going right. And a block down low by Nesmith. The pass ahead. Clark will flip that one in, but he couldn't get it to fall. Clark, that is a crucial layup.
Huge mistake by the Bobcats.
Edwards to Sukup, and Sukup fouled. Unbelievable.
No words could describe that. You have Naismith get a huge block on one end. You kick it down. Fast break. You need these 2 points. Missed layup. Was there contact? Yes. However, the first attempt, you got to finish that. You got to finish that first attempt.
A technical call on Brevard. So if you're Brevard right now, what do? You're down by 10. Here comes the technical. More free throws on the way.
You have to find a way to stop the St. Pete Tide from doing whatever they want to in this pick and roll action. Once they've been running this pick and roll action, they've been getting Anthony Brooks in his spots, and he's just been able to dissect everything.
Here comes Reggie Bushner. The technical foul goes against DeBrian Reynolds, who's on the bench.
Definitely passion overflowing on the Bobcat side of the half-court line. But back to what they need to do to win this game. They have to find a way to stop them defensively. And once you do that, that's only one step to their two-step problem. You have to score the basketball. You have to find a way to get back to what you've been doing. And that's pick and roll action, moving the ball, cutting, different things of that nature. You have to get back to playing Bobcat basketball on the offensive end. That's the only way you're going to get yourself a W. You have your stars sitting down right now getting some rest, but when they get back in, you're going to have to need them to shine really bright.
Sean Sukup from the line. He makes free throws. 12-point lead with under 6 minutes to play. Thompson Jr. up with the right hand, fouled and made the shot. Byron Thompson Jr. might be the spark they needed off the bench. His first made basket of the day could go for an and one.
First made basket at the most critical time in the game. Very deceptive dribble. Looks like he's going to set up a play, throws it in front of himself, gets that nice little lay-in to go up and in. Now you have to have him make his free throw because right now you're down 10. You need to get within 10. And from there, start chipping away at this lead. You got 5 minutes and 37 seconds left in this ball game. Plenty of time to make a real push and get on top.
Jace Hogan now back in for Dorian Nesmith. Byron Thompson Jr. from the line. Can he make his free throws? And the answer is yes. Lead cut to 9 for St. Pete. Brooks up top. Another 2-3 zone defense for the Brevard Bobcats. There's the switch they wanted for Anthony Brooks. Now he's guarded by Thompson Jr. Brooks had that one rim out. Now here comes Jace Hogan in transition. Byron Thompson Jr. in underneath. Jace Hogan putting it through. Hogan with 20 points. And now the lead cut to 6.
This is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Bobcats. Perfect time to go on a run.
Make that 7, actually. Here's Romeo Edwards down underneath. No good. Ball tapped around. Ed Clark pulls that one away. He throws it ahead to Hogan, and Hogan is not that tall. Just missed him.
Great effort. You have to have next play mentality. You have to forget about that play and continue doing what you've been doing.
Garfield Blair the pass to left. Romeo Edwards, Blair. Now Blair will slow things down. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Blair dribbling in with the right hand, now tries to go up and under, and he's traveled.
Bobcats have an opportunity. Nice travel call. So that last mistake they made, they didn't have to pay for it. Now they have to score once again.
Another wide open spot on the floor. So 7-point lead for St. Pete. Brevard has a little bit of momentum on their side, Alvin.
Brevard is definitely the one holding the momentum. However, in this game of basketball, momentum can shift so swiftly. A quick dunk can just change and obliterate the momentum a team had. And right now, Brevard has this momentum. They need to do their utmost best to keep it. They need to do a better job of, or not a better job, they need to continue and prolong the job that they've been doing. They've done a good job of getting good leak outs, good buckets, nice efficient looks, and they've also stopped them on the defensive end. So a perfect run at the perfect time. They have 4 minutes and 27 seconds to complete this run, complete the comeback, and try to mount this victory and hold on to the victory. Let's see if they can do it.
Clark, the pass left side to Hogan. Hogan guarded by Williams. That's a good matchup. He'll go left side. And it went off of his leg, so Hogan with the turnover.
And that is going to hurt. If the Tide can score, they will have successfully stopped this run.
Sukup left corner three. And it's saved from going out of bounds by Lucius McKay. Pass ahead to Darius Clark. Clark to Hogan, and Hogan operating well from that left block. Chase Hogan with 22 points, and now a 5-point game. Timeout on the floor with under 4 minutes to play. This one is coming down to the final few minutes, and we would have expected nothing less from our Sunday game of the week.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. On my way, on my way. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW.
The Tide have to figure out a way to stop this run that the Bobcats have been on. They've been very quiet in the crunch time situation of this quarter. Nice little timeout. Let's see what they drew up and what they talked about and see if they could perfect it.
Edwards, Shane, Williams, Brooks, and Sukup for St. Pete. And it's Clark, Thompson Jr., McKay, Thompson, and Hogan for the Brevard Bobcats. McKay for three. And Hogan and Williams were fighting for the rebound, but Williams brings that one down. Sukup down low. Romeo Edwards tips it in and draws a foul. Edwards a little slow to get up. He's got some bounce.
Looked like he may have rolled his ankle or tweaked it. But he's good, he's up.
Romeo Edwards with that basket has 18 points.
And that's a good way to get your guys back in tune. Nice and one coming out of that little exchange. Let's see if they could use that to to go forward on this run that they're embarking on.
Edwards from the line, shooting 67% on the season. He's got 19. 8-point lead for St. Pete. Clark. Thompson Jr. up top. Down the lane, left side. And Trey Thompson tips it in. Lead cut to 6. Edwards on the far side with 3 minutes remaining in the ball game, running the point. They'll move the ball around to the right. Williams against Hogan, spinning, trying to go underneath. Ball tipped around, stolen by Thompson Jr. He'll throw it left. Clark, left wing 3. Boom! Darius Clark with 7 points. And the lead cut to 3. Edwards inside. No good. Ball going the other direction now. Another 3. And that one could have tied things up. Williams getting into the restricted area and an easy layup.
What a shot by Clark on the back end, and what a layup by Williams. Great job by Williams, understanding that he needs to give his team some buckets.
A big block there by Williams on Trey Thompson.
Huge block by Williams. Help defense has proven toxic. Moving his feet, elevating, sending that one away. Now they have 15 seconds to figure out a way to get that ball in the hoop.
2 minutes and 7 seconds to play. This one is quite closer than the first game we saw today.
Only 5 points discrepancy on the scoreboard. You're seeing the Tide really handle the wave of the Bobcats. They've done a great job of withstanding all the pressure they had, and they're still finding ways to make plays late in this game. You see them right now getting together, trying to figure out a way to stay on top and just last 2 more minutes. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left on this clock. They got to find a way to keep this 5-point lead.
Sherrod Dean checks in for Trey Thompson. Catch and shoot from the corner. And that one's off the mark. Romeo Edwards ahead to Anthony Brooks. And now Brooks guarded by Lucius McKay. Throws it left. Romeo Edwards shooting the 3!
That's a huge shot for the Tide, and that's a bigger shot for Romeo Edwards.
Thompson Jr. using the glass to his advantage. Byron Thompson Jr. with 5 points. The lead is at 7. Josh Shane with a hot hand earlier. Brooks, the hesitation step. He'll slow things down. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Brooks gets past McKay, all the way down to the basket. Anthony Brooks saw an open lane and took it. He's got 22, the lead up to 8. Thompson Jr., Dean, wide open, good.
Oh, they hooping now. Great take by Brooks, great shot by Dean. Can they surmount this comeback?
A 5-point lead for St. Pete with 1 minute left to go in the ball game. And a foul on the floor.
Wow. What a back and forth action we've seen so far in this game. When it really matters, less than 2 minutes in this game, you're seeing both teams start to shot. You're seeing big shots, big dunks, and now Blair has a chance to really give his team a nice little cushion if he can knock his free throws down. Late game free throws have proven difficult in the basketball world.
So it is a 5-point game, but I guess how many free throws were missed by Brevard in this game. Just goes to show you.
make your free throws. They're ahead of this game. But you can say that about any close game. It is worse when it's a closer game because then you can look back at anything because anything could have tipped the tide a little bit your direction, and every little mistake really tipped the tide in the other direction.
No pun intended there.
I think pun was intended.
Okay, well, yeah.
Because the tide are up, you know.
Yeah.
They got Shane with the big fellas to go get this rebound. None needed. Blair is solid.
McKay, full speed, right side, lost the handle of it, and it goes out of bounds.
That's a huge blunder when you need it the most.
7-point lead for St. Pete. Blair across the half-court line, throws it right. Josh Shane inside, throws it back up top. Anthony Brooks will slow things down. Throws it to the right. Blair off the mark on that three. And Williams, a big fight for the rebound, and Williams going up and under.
That's what A.J. Williams brings to your team. Just tenacious on that offensive glass and gets it up in it. Very high IQ guy, high motor.
Blair, other side, a 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Look at Romeo Edwards, has the handles to show off today.
Brought it way around town and finished with the right hand on the left side. Romeo Edwards is just showing out and showing off. Dean with the trifecta late in the game.
So Blair will bring this one across the half-court line. And wow, a nail-biter to the finish. But what a game that was. 110-102 is the final score of this one. The post-game show coming up in just a second. Keep it here. We got 2 more games to go.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Welcome back to the post-game show with Jerry Pettit and Alvin Delvey, Jesse O on hand. And Alvin, what a nail-biter to the finish this was. Brevard drops this one 110-102 to the St. Pete Tide, who now move to 7-2 on the season. Alvin, your player of the game.
Got to be Romeo Edwards. I love what he brings to the game. Very fundamental, fun to watch, exciting, high flyer, rises above the wind. But that's a honorable mention is A.J. Williams because he's done such a phenomenal job on that block, and he did so getting rebounds, steals. He's done it all as well. So I have to say Romeo Edwards and A.J. Williams, honorable mention.
Let's not forget about the valiant effort by Josh Shane as well for the St. Pete team. Had 23 points, quite a few assists as well, and he was all up over the floor today. And Brevard, what a loss that they've now taken a couple games in a row. They lost to Claremont last week 105-92, and they dropped this one to St. Pete in a nail-biter, and they had Jace Hogan back, who had 22 points. He was the leading scorer for Brevard. Where does Brevard have to go in order to dig deep and win in the next couple of games for a chance of getting a good place going into the playoffs?
So they need to repeat their first half. What they did in the first half worked. Ball movement, being unselfish and understanding your role as a player and not necessarily beating yourself. In the second half, you see guys try to do more one-on-one ISO work, and that seemed to be the Achilles heel in their game. And when they were doing that, the Tide came together as a team and started making more plays for each other and really setting each other's plate up, and that's how they were able to get that victory. Versus Brevard, you could see in certain situations, they're not setting the plate as often as they were early on. The ball movement slowed down. You started to see more ISO ball, two passes in a possession out rather than 4 or 5 that was working. So just got to get back to real team chemistry and doing it for each other.
A lot more good basketball on the way in just a second. The Winter Park Storm, the Winter Park Storm and the Pride coming up in just a second. So keep it here. 2 more games on the way.